Hey guys, I'm hanging out at the beach here, and seems like the perfect opportunity to talk about these Smith Optics Discord Chroma Pop sunglasses. I've had these for about 3 to 4 months now, and I think it's about time I can give you a fair review of these things. So let me tell you what I like, what I think, what these are. So like I said, these are made by Smith Optics. These are the Discords. These are in the polarized brown, or basically they're like an amber lens. Also in the Chroma Pop, which I'll talk about in a little bit. This is the matte Tortoise frame, which I think is actually really nice. I like the Tortoise frame a lot. It's hard to tell here. Maybe it doesn't come across in the camera, but the matte finish with the sort of translucent tortoise shell really is sharp. It's a really nice sharp lens and frame combination. The Discords, you can take a look. They have a little bit more of a curvature. This is kind of the mid-range curvature that Smith offers. The Masterminds that I showed earlier, they're more of a straight across type of curvature, and then there's one more that's a little more severe as far as the curvature is concerned. Like I said, this is the mid-range curvature, which I really like a lot. So how do you choose what kind of curvature is right for you? Part of it is style. There's no doubt about that. Some people prefer more of a flat curvature, and some people really like the wraparound for the function that it offers. So basically, why do I like the wraparounds of these? For a guy like me who wears contacts, my eyes tend to get dried out, especially while in the water, or especially when you're in the car, and the wind basically can't get in the sides of a wraparound type of glasses like it can with something that's more straight across. So it tends to not dry your eyes out. The other thing that it gets you is you get more field of view. So if I put these on, right, and I look to the side like this, I basically don't get frame in my field of vision. So that's another advantage. And also it doesn't allow sunlight to come in from the sides. The downside of having a wraparound lens is it doesn't allow as much airflow underneath, between your face and your eyes. It'll tend to fog up your lenses a little bit more. Smith does offer anti-fog coating, and that's true of all glasses that you're getting at. Any kind of wraparound are going to tend to fog up maybe a little bit more than something that has more air between that can circulate. So keep that in mind. You're going to have to weigh the functionality versus the style aspects, and do what's right for you. Basically, these will fog up on me if I'm running around playing volleyball or something like that, and then I stop. They'll tend to fog up. They don't really fog up when I'm sitting fishing or hanging out. So you don't need to worry about that. It's more if you're kind of exerting yourself and your body's gonna be warmed up. So let me take a second to talk about the lenses. We all know about the Chroma Pop by now, it seems. The Chroma Pop itself is it's basically a filter. Think of like Instagram or Facebook that offers filters you can put on your camera. Certain things will definitely pop out a little bit more. In particular, greens really show up. So if you're walking through the woods, it kind of looks like like Grimm's fairy tales or something like that. It's a pretty neat experience. And the amber lenses, in and of themselves, they tend to have some good visual acuity characteristics of them. I really like the amber lenses. They're good in low light conditions. I wear these when it's raining, and it takes down the glare of all the raindrops and all the slicknesses on the road. So the amber glasses are really good for that. Like I'm here at the beach, it's partly cloudy, but it's pretty sunny here. I don't think it's too bright for these particular lenses. Some people prefer the gray, and I do have those as well. Those are really nice. Those tend to bring up the greens a little bit more than the amber, but the amber tends to bring up some of the reds as well. Anyway, you try them on. You'll find out what's right for you. I'm fortunate enough to have both pairs, but if you just have one, I would probably go amber or the brown Chroma Pop lens in particular. So let's talk a little bit more about the lenses. These are made up of I want to say 7 or 8 different layerings, and you're going to have to check Smith's website to find out exactly what your lenses are looking at. And I may get this wrong, but in general, they've got an anti smudging or a hydrophobic sort of coating on the outsides, and I think on the inside as well. And what that does is when you get splashed, it really just drips right off. You'll notice it when you wash your lenses. You'll notice it when you touch them. You won't get smudges as much as you will on cheaper lenses. If you pick up a pair of cheap lenses, you'll probably notice they're smudging all over the place. You won't really get that with these, which is really nice. The other thing is when I hand these glasses to people and they try them on, one of the first things they say is, "Wow, it's really clear." Well, yeah, it's partly because of the optics, the precision of the lenses they make, but also a lot of it is the anti-glare reflecting that they put on the outside and on the insides of them, and that makes a world of difference. So if I look basically straight at the sun, I don't get the starburst. I don't get the smearing of light across the lenses. That has nothing to do with the polarization. That's just the glare that shows up across the lens. So that's really nice. You don't get that in the cheaper lenses. And of course, there's the polarization lens, layer in the lens itself. And of course, you can see right through the water. It cuts the glare off all the cars. So that's definitely a big positive. A lot of glasses have polarization. So if that's all you're looking for, you can probably do a little bit cheaper than these. So you'll have to play that with your budget. There are anti-scratch coatings on here. This is it's not a polycarbonate. I think it's a special Smith composition. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's lighter than glass. Some people prefer glass for more scratch resistance. Well, they've balanced that out with a coating. I don't have any scratches on these, and of course I baby them, so I don't expect too many to form. But yeah, these retail for around $209. It is pricey. If you want a high-end pair of glasses that can go from a fashionable piece of eyewear to fully functional fishing, if you only have one and you want something high-end, this is the way to go. These are going after sort of the Costas and the Maui Jims of the world, where some people have, stylish, style preferences. Smith tends to offer more of the style options than maybe those eye makers. Now that's personal preference, so that's up to you. But yeah, I find these a solid pair of glasses. I really like the anti-slip coatings on the nose and on the earpieces. You can check out the hinges here. It's sort of a cam lock. These look like they don't appear to be an extra hinge piece. It looks like it's just part of the side piece and part of the front frame. So there's no extra hinge in there. So it's going to stay light. So yeah, that's the walkthrough of the Smith Optics Discord pair of Chroma Pop glasses. If you're interested and have any questions, let me know. Comment wherever you happen to see this posted. I'll answer you. Check us out on Facebook for fishing reports and gear recommendations. All right, I like these. Let me know what you think of yours. Thanks, guys.